Giuliani, a big advocate of Donald Trump, and let's talk to someone about this very issue. A new independent candidate for president. You probably haven't heard of him before, but he is now throwing his hat into that ring. His name is Evan McMullin. He's a former CIA agent and a former Republican staffer on Capitol Hill. Evan McMullin joins me now here in studio. Evan, great to meet you.
Likewise,
so Rudy
Heather.
Giuliani just saying, you know, President Obama has never built anything. He's never built any jobs. We need this kind of change. Doesn't he have a point?
Oh, he certainly does. We need more jobs in this country. That's absolutely true. But I find one thing about what Giuliani was saying very curious, and this is a line that Trump likes to repeat too, that Trump isn't bought and paid for. The truth is that Donald Trump is bought and paid for by Vladimir Putin. Let's make that very clear. Donald Trump has struggled to raise money for his real estate deals since 2004 because of his poor creditworthiness. He's had to turn to Russia and to investors there, oligarchs that are close to Putin.
But he says that is not true, that is not the case.
I'm told it's true. I believe it's true. He is absolutely bought and paid for. The troubling thing is he's bought and paid for by Putin. And this is another thing about Donald Trump. Donald Trump fancies himself one of the greatest negotiators in the world. And he draws that reputation from his ability to do branding deals on foreign-based hotels. But let me tell you something. That does not prepare you to deal with an ex-KGB officer like Putin. Trump is nowhere near sophisticated enough to deal with that. And Trump is being played by Putin, and Trump doesn't even realize it. That should be alarming to every American, especially every conservative in this country. He poses a risk to our interests by virtue of the fact that he's being manipulated by Vladimir Putin.
Well, he certainly hasn't fought back against Putin on the issues of Crimea and on NATO as well. But I want to ask you about your running for president. I mean, who are you and why are you running?
Well, I think many people have heard that I am a CIA veteran. I served overseas undercover, opposing terrorist organizations, running covert operations against them.
11 years?
11 years, exactly. And most recently, I served as the House Republicans' chief policy director. So I'm running because I believe that both Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are woefully unprepared and unfit for the responsibilities they seek. And I believe that the country is ready, that their negatives are so tremendously high. And Americans feel like this country isn't headed in the right direction. That number hovers around 70%. And with both of their negatives so high, the country is yearning for something new.
All right, so why you, Evan? And it's only 100 days or so before the election.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a little late to be getting in now.
Indeed, indeed. And I hoped that several months ago, I hoped that someone else would enter the race, somebody with national name ID, a conservative elder, if you would. That didn't happen.
Did you like any of the candidates?
I would have supported any of them over Donald Trump. I really would have. They all had their attributes. I would have supported any of them over Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the one that I think has misrepresented himself. I think he poses a danger to our economy and a danger to our security.
Okay, so, but how are you going to get on the ballot? The deadline has passed for so many states. You got to get on the ballot in order to do that.
Well, there are many states where you can still get on the ballot through petitions or paying a fee. It's fairly straightforward. But my team has studied this for several months. This has been a project in the works by them for quite some time. We have prepared a multi-pronged effort to get on ballots across the country. We expect to have broad ballot access in this country and to be able to compete. And I'm confident that we will. So we're excited about that. We're going to be basing our headquarters in Utah. We'll be doing a kickoff event there in a day or two. And we're very excited. But it is clear to the country that these two choices are terrible. These are two candidates who put their own interests before those of the country, and we can do better.
Evan, I want to have you back. I want to talk about what you would do about ISIS, what you would do about immigration.
I would love to talk about that, yes.
You served during that time from, what did you say, 1999 to 2010?
That's right. I would love to talk about all those issues.
All right. Well, best of luck to you. We'll be following your campaign and see how it goes, but you better get after it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not much time left.
Thanks, Heather.
Evan McMullin, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.
Good to see you.